All right, guys, I'm back. It's June 1st, and I got my favorite home run plays on the way. But before we do, we got to recap yesterday, and it was not a good day. Oh, my gosh, man. Couldn't get any of them. Couldn't get any of the players. So went from being up 3.95 yesterday down to minus 5.05. See how it can just switch just like that? Are playing large quantity. When you put one unit on each, that's what can happen. So, I mean, it works both ways. We have one good day, and we're back in the positive, So it is what it is. It's a long season. So here are my plays for today. So there's just 4 that I absolutely love that I'm waiting for the odds to come out in the morning. I'll put them in the pinned comments, okay? So Taylor Ward, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Jose Ramirez, and Tyler Soderstrom. Those 4 are definitely in, okay? It's a Sunday. Sunday baseball can be really wonky. Probably should just pare it back a little bit. But you could see in yellow the undecided on these players. So right now I'm just kind of waiting. I want to see what the odds are too. I want to sleep on it. And in the morning I'll make a determination. I really love George Springer. He hit a home run in 2 days in a row. So, I mean, like, that's what's holding me back. Even before he hit those home runs, he was on the radar. And I'm like, oh, man, it's not a good pitching matchup for me to kind of put him as an official play. And, he didn't need a good pitching matchup, I guess. He hit 2 home runs. Now he actually has a good pitching matchup. Oh, man. But he hit 2 home runs already. It's like, you're going to do it 3 times in a row. I mean, that's kind of a lot to ask of any batter, let alone George Springer, not necessarily, not thinking of him in the top of the home run leaderboards. Why? Because he's not there. So, okay. Zach Neto, Logan O'Hoppe of the LA Angels. I'm on the fence. I just, wanted to put this video out instead of putting it out like late morning. And I'll determine, like I said, in the pinned comments what I'm going to do. Ellie De La Cruz, I absolutely love his matchup. There's no doubt in my mind. I would love him to be in the white up on top, an official play. The only thing is he's in a negative 33 weather game from a home run perspective. So in Chicago, the Cubs, Wrigley Field. So we'll see if the weather kind of changes overnight. Sometimes it can, and we'll see. So that'll be the determining factor whether he is an official play or not. So let's just, before you leave, okay, I got another, let's say at the end of this video, I have something very special, something I'm very excited about. Well, let me just get into it just a tiny bit, okay? I don't know how many times I've been like, man, these guys hit a friggin' home run the day before I want to use them. And it's like the part that really gets me is I'm researching these in the afternoon, the day prior, okay, before the games actually start. And I'm watching these players and I'm like hoping and praying, like, don't hit a home run today because I've researched you and I want you against the matchup tomorrow. And then they go hit a home run. Like, now I can't play. I'm like, what are you doing? So, and then we're playing on players with great matchups and they're not hitting a home run. And then the minute you don't play them, they hit a home run the next day. So I have a little home run, kind of second home run model that I've been tracking for the last month, and it's been pretty successful. And what it does is it takes a player that is hitting on all cylinders and checking all the boxes in terms of hotness, okay, and then playing them over the course of 4 days, okay, with a very small unit size. And, some of you might be like, that sounds ridiculous. Just give it a chance. I'm not saying you have to bet it, but I'm going to track it. Probably be a separate video from this one because I do not want people to get confused on which ones are which. So it'll be a totally separate video starting tomorrow. But at the end, I'm gonna talk about it, and the plays are in there. But before we get to it, let's just get to the weather here. So you could see right here, Rogers Center. 0, here it's all on the screen. It's all really good, except, like I said, Wrigley Field, which I want to play Ellie De La Cruz, but at negative 33, I'll just hold off. We had Suzuki. I loved him yesterday, And I still played him in a negative, I think it was negative 33 or negative 34, same kind of situation. He did not come through. I don't know if the weather played a factor, but you know what I mean? It's hard enough to hit home runs. You don't want to be betting like a bunch of players in some real negative weather games. So that's kind of holding me off there for that one. And then here are the rest of them right here. Like, all pretty good. Detroit, KC, maybe a little questionable, minus 21 from a home run perspective, but everything else looks like clear sailing if you want to kind of, explore any of the other games right there. So with that being said, let's just get to this right here. This is, I don't know what to call it, hot batter 4-day model. Okay. That's the first thing I came up with. So I'm going to basically play these players over the course of 4 consecutive days. Okay. They might even make the official, like how we've been betting the model. Okay. They might make it. So then I got to decide if I'm not going to play them here. Then I got to decide if it's a bad weather game, do I hold off? But so the bottom line is these players are hot, and I've decided and watched the games, and I'm like, especially, let's just see, look on the top there, Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll. Wow, what a game that was yesterday. I think the Washington Nationals they went through their whole lineup in a half. They got to like the 6th batter in the lineup, hitting his second at bat in the first inning. It was insane. The pitcher's out just like that. The game's kind of basically, over from a motivational standpoint from the Arizona Diamondbacks in a way. Like you see the body language and everything. So what I'm trying to say is that the starting pitcher was out right away for we had James Wood for the Washington. They just like pummeled Arizona in the first inning. So they didn't even face the starting pitcher 2 times. Okay. But then the backup, the backups, the bullpen comes in. And what I'm trying to say is, how many times you're capping based on pitcher. And sometimes a pitcher only sees the batters twice, and then they're already in the bullpen. So then they see the bullpen twice. So just capping games based on a pitching matchup, it's tough because, like I said, they're not playing that pitcher the whole game. They're not going to see him 4 at bats. Okay. And I'm seeing these players and I'm like, well, it's not a good matchup for the starting pitcher against the starting pitcher, but they're hitting home runs. And I'm like, okay, I wanted to do something a little different where it's not so heavily driven on the actual starting pitcher, because like I said, they're not necessarily batting every single time. They're not batting every single time against the starting pitcher. So I just want to kind of look at the players in general, the batters who are the hottest. They're displaying everything that I'm looking for. And just regardless of the pitcher, well, maybe I shouldn't say regardless of the pitcher. If they're going up against an absolutely like amazing pitcher who strikes people out, low batting average, doesn't give up home runs, we're not going to do that. Okay. You got to have, that's extreme. It's not going to be very many the situations like that, but I'm going to just play these players. And now I'm going to play the first time I play, I'm going to do it for 1/10 of a unit. So say on average, a player's plus 400. Okay. So if you hit him on his first one, then, you make, 4/10 of a unit or 0.4 of a unit. If they don't hit and you hit them the second game, like I said, the same example of plus 400, then you're still netting a 0.3 of a unit profit. Okay. And so forth and so on. Third game, you play them and we bump it up to like 0.15 of a unit. And then you're back up to, 0.4 net positive unit if he hits on the third. And then the fourth, you bump it up to, 0.2. And then, you know what I mean? And then you stop. You don't keep, playing it forever. And you just cut your losses. So at most, you lose about, a little over a half a unit. But I've been tracking this. And, I should have the numbers in front of me. But a lot of times they're hitting that first or second or even third and fourth. And it's like, it's been profitable. And it's insane. It sounds like really crazy. But I'm actually really excited to track this. I know there's probably going to be some people in here, what the hell is this stupid? And give your opinion and all that stuff, but just give it a chance. Like, it's something, like I said, not putting one unit on these players. I'm putting basically at worst a half a unit. So I'm putting half as much, but I'm getting 4 times as many opportunities to have them hit a home run than just putting 1 unit on them. This game, hit or not. So this is what I want to track. It's been working really good, really well. And I want to make a totally separate video so that it's not confused with the original, what we're doing here. Okay. And I'm also bringing forward some sides totals. Okay. I'm going to bring some sides and totals to the table, and and then some other things. I'm going to bunch them all into, like I said, a video that will be this right here and everything I just said. So there are going to be 2 videos, one just like we've always been doing, model, and then these other things that I'm trying to bring to the table and instill some confidence and show some results, so that maybe, just maybe, you're like, you know what, I kind of like this. It's working out. It's been profitable. Let's try this. I love this because it allows me. I love betting home run plays. I love it. So if it allows me to expand to more batters and just, back off a little bit, and, we're not betting 1 unit, we're betting small unit sizes, but it just allows you to have that much more fun. But the name of the game is, it's not fun unless it's profitable. And that's what I'm trying to establish right here. Like I said, you can refrain from going into the comments and saying, I think this is a dumb idea. It's okay. You don't have to let me know it's dumb, because, if it's not dumb, you won't come back and apologize right now. All right, that's about it. So these are the players that I'm going to put officially 1/10 of a unit on all these players on the screen right here. And like I said, if one of them hits, we're done until they meet so these guys meet a certain criteria. They're done until they meet that criteria again. If they don't hit, on day 2, I'm going to put another 1/10 of a unit, and so on and so forth. But I really think that this is going to be something where, with some small unit sizes, you can have a lot of fun, and they'll add up fast, and it'll be really profitable. So that's about it. I just want to say I absolutely love you guys. Maybe I didn't explain this too in detail, but like I said, it is what it is. There's not much to really explain other than what I kind of did, but I probably will elaborate a lot more as we go forward. And I think of things, and when a player hits, and it's like, I'll explain why we're going to stop playing him. You might be like, well, he's so hot right now. He just hit. Why wouldn't we play him day 2 again? Or, different things that will arise that I will be able to address. Okay. So like I said, that's about it. I absolutely love you guys, man. And I'll put my official plays in the pinned comments for the original system, the original model. And then I guess I got to put the unit sizes, or excuse me, the odds for this, which is going to be confusing potentially. I didn't really think about that. Or maybe I won't for this time. You could, we'll see. We'll see in the morning. It's late, and I just want to get this video out. So that's it. Absolutely love you guys, and I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.